Jesus, Jesus, I'm depending on you. Jesus, Jesus, no other name can do. I'm down on my bended knee, asking you, Lord, come and see about me. Oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus, I'm depending on you. Hello there. How y'all doing today, baby? This is Miss Cleotha Parks, and I'm coming back to y'all again. Listen, babies, I tell you, it is so good to be amongst the land of the living. And I always have to take time and thank the Lord that last night my bed was not my cooling board and my covers was not my winding sheets. Now that is truly a blessing. Listen, I want to talk to y'all about a scam that I just saw on the news, honey. And I tell you, it was so disturbing to me. And it proved to me that some people out there, honey, they're just shameful. You know, it's just terrible. It's terrible what they do to people. Now, this one, you know, they call it the funeral home scam. You know, and we all know that at some day, honey, we all gonna have to pay the debt of death. And we've all been, you know, in the situation where we've had to bury a loved one, and we know that that's a very vulnerable time, and our hearts are aching and broken. And there are people out there, honey, that are taking advantage of you when you are in mourning, you know, when your heart is broken, and they trying to swoop in and get money from you. Now, this is what I saw, you know, happening. And there was a lady on there, and I tell you, my heart really went out to her because she was mourning the death of her husband. And what happened was these people out there are trolling on funeral home sites, and they're looking at the obituaries. And what they're doing is, as they read the obituary and find the next of kin, they finding your information on the internet, and then they calling you pretending like they from the funeral home and telling you that you owe more money for the service. Now let me school you on something, babies, because I have buried a few people in my day. When you doing business with a reputable funeral home, baby, you have a contract with them. And everything in there is spelled out. You know, everything from the cost of the hearse to the casket to the flowers to the service to the family car, all that stuff is in there, baby. Ain't no surprises. And when the funeral home tells you what the total is, baby, the contract that you sign with them, that's the total. No more, baby, and no less unless you add something to it or unless you take something off. But generally, what you see on that total line is what you're responsible for paying. So if anybody is calling you after you have done business with the funeral home and they're pretending like they from that funeral home that you dealt with, babies, hang up that phone and you call the funeral home yourself. If you local to the funeral home, baby, go on over there and talk to their financial people, and I bet you something that you're going to get told something. And what they're going to tell you is, ain't nobody called you, that your stuff is paid in full. So just because you in mourning, honey, and you vulnerable at the time, please don't let people scam you out of your hard-earned money. If you done dealt with the funeral home, baby, you've already paid an arm and a leg and a kidney to pay for that funeral. And I tell you, you don't need to be paying nothing else because it's expensive to die. All right, and listen, I hope this helps y'all keep some money in your pocket and keep yourself free and clear of them scams. All right, now listen, y'all say something nice to somebody, do something nice for somebody, and I guarantee you, baby, God will surely bless you. Be safe, babies, and be blessed.